So, last man standing. For now, it's just a beta. So, at the moment, the aim is just to get as much feedback from the players as possible. This is not the final stage of the game, but they are asking for feedback. So, the idea of this is to let 2,000 people onto the game servers and get as much feedback as possible on how they can improve the game. So, I've been playing the game for the past like 2 days. I didn't upload on the first day because, well, pretty much all YouTubers did. And I thought that obviously making a commentary on it wouldn't have been anything unique. So I thought that I'd make a review after 2 days of gameplay. First and foremost, as soon as you spawn, everyone spawns in the same place, and then it's just a mad rush to all the different camps just to loot as much stuff as possible. At the moment, or in the beta now, as soon as you loot a chest, that chest then cannot be looted for the rest of the game. So pretty much, if you miss the start of if you miss the first 10 seconds of the game, or you're running to a place you have no idea where you're going, you will just have nothing for the whole game, and you're basically dead. So my first suggestion is, when you loot a chest, the first person to loot that chest should get 100% of the reward. They should get the best reward possible from that given chest. That chest, which is then looted, is then on, say for example, a 1 minute cooldown. The chest then cannot be looted for another 1 minute, and then after the 1 minute, it can then be looted. However, the chest can only offer progressively worse items. So for example, say the first one you get a mystic bottoms, I don't know, and some arrows and a bow, for example. You then get something that's progressively worse than that. So for example, just a few food, maybe a scimitar or something like that, and then it's on another 1 minute cooldown, and then after another 1 minute you can then get more food. So basically what it is just prolonging the game, so you know, you can just get food sort of wherever you go, because at the moment it is really RNG basis. Whoever gets the most food and a skim or scimitar, whatever, basically wins. Also, the whole prayer thing, if you don't have prayer, you're pretty much dead, because everyone you just protect melee and piety and flip that or whatever. So if you get a prayer pot and a skim and some armour, you're pretty much winning. So re-looting the chests would be good. However, I don't think you should be able to spam click the chests, or you just stock up on supplies. I think there should be a 1 minute cooldown just to nerf this a little bit. The next thing that I'll suggest is better armour, better weapons and better food. So many people have been saying this. It's really not boring, but it would be so much more fun if people were using like barrows and a whip and that sort of stuff. Like if everyone had good gear and they could loot better stuff, it would be so much more interesting. Especially when they would release a beta. Like, why would you release a beta and give everyone addy skims? Doesn't make sense to me. So after this, another suggestion that I had is you could have more food or even better food. There should be a way to get prayer. Like, I quite like the idea of starting with 0 prayer. However, you should have to run to somewhere to get like an altar, like, you know, just an altar in the map. And whilst on the altar subject, you could also put a change in spellbook altar at the same place. Another suggestion is stamina. It's really annoying because obviously at the start of the game you have to run around. So by the time you loot all the chests, you only have about 20% run left, and then you have to walk around with the rest of it and just avoid people. If you could get stamina pots, or even unlimited stamina, I think that would be a lot more entertaining, and with more focus on actually freezing people and skill-based things, rather than just running away from people. Another suggestion that we had is random spawns. At the start of the game now, or in the beta anyway, everyone spawns in exactly the same place, and it's just a mad rush to all these different sites where you can loot stuff. It should be a few people spawning pretty much in a massive circle surrounded by a map. You should not spawn in the same place as someone else. It should be in just one big circle, 25 people in one big circle around the map. Maybe even a few people in the middle, or just basically random spawners. Spawning in the same place is pretty much stupid. Say for example you miss the start of the game, you're pretty much dead, because everyone then has 10, 15 and 20 steps ahead of you. But random spawns would then fix that. This is quite a big subject. I think everyone has said the same thing. You need to get rid of multi. I know that the main problem of this is it allows players to box each other in single way combat. You need to find a way to stop boxing. I don't know how this is going to be done on a coding point of view, but whatever it is, it's got to be done, because at the moment it's just clan man mode. People just form alliances, people just go in there with a team and just be like, okay, we're going to kill this guy, we're going to kill this guy. And they BS each other when they're fighting like the last 5 or last 6 or whatever. It's just near impossible to win on your own. You have to play it and get really quite lucky if you're going to win on your own. Also, one last suggestion that I had, you should get food for killing people. So for example, if you see someone running around, at the moment there's no real incentive to kill someone other than to get their stuff, but you will obviously take damage back. Obviously it's high risk, high reward. If you want to engage in a fight with someone, you will lose HP at some point in having the risk to get their items. So at the moment, obviously people just go to full HP and just safe, and it's just whoever's out first loses. So what you should do is if you kill someone, you should be able to get some food, which will then set you up for future fights. Obviously, the more people you kill, the more food you get, which is a great incentive for this game mode. Overall, I really like the game mode, and I think it has a lot of potential, but I think they could have made the beta a lot better. Like, whoever tested it, like, I came up with these ideas in, like half an hour of gameplay. It doesn't take long. I mean, literally half an hour, and I came up with 6 ways to make this better. So I don't know what that tester was doing, but anyway, this is what the beta's for, I guess. So overall, just to sum up, chests, you should be able to loot the chests more than once. However, each loot would then get progressively worse. For example, on a 1-minute cooldown I mentioned, you should get better armour, better weapons, better food, more food, prayer, stamina, and higher tier weapons. Random spawns will help a lot. Get rid of multi. You need to find a way to make players not box each other, but get rid of multi regardless. And you should also get some food for killing people. So I hope you enjoyed this sort of video. I really enjoyed playing the game for the last 2 days. It's been pretty fun. But yeah, I think at the moment the beta has died down. I'm sure they've got more than enough feedback already, so I'm not really sure why it lasts until Monday. But anyway, I think for now that is definitely enough feedback. They've been given a load of it. I think they'll actually shut down the forums, the feedback forums. So I don't know if they'll watch this video. I mean, I'll probably put it on Reddit and put it on Twitter and whatever. If you played the beta yourself and you have any suggestions or even saw people playing it, leave it down in the comments. I'll try and get back to you. I do quite like making these topic videos. You can bring up these really good arguments in the comments. Not arguments in a bad way, but sort of a debate as to what's good and what's bad. But anyway, thanks for watching, and see you soon.